Gemmie. Come on then. Come on. You can come get them. I'm not bringing them to you. Oh, yum, yum, yum. You like these ones? You do? You do like them. They are like tasty. I know. Remember, no pooping in here. That was enough yesterday. You tasty. They're the best. I think these are cow treats. Hello, small child. Okay, that was enough, mate. Enjoy. Okay. Bye. There you go. You be a good girl. You get it? Good girl. Here's my baby. You got one there. You got one. Yeah. Whoop. Whoop. Good girl. Whoop. Good girl. One, two. Whoop. Whoop. Gonna touch your ear. Whoop. Yeah. Good girl. Another one. It's the same one. Don't go poop? No? Have not? We're going to poop. Yeah, that's about right. Thank you. Oh, lovely. Thanks, Jem. And bye. Goodness. Oh. What's this place called? Kennel. There we go. Clean this up before we go any further. Yum. Well, that smells infinitely better. Oh. How have I got this? Oh my gosh, I do this. I had this problem getting this blinking thing to work yesterday. And it's not working for me today either. I have no idea what I do. Goodness gracious. Honestly, it's worse. It's getting worse. Goldy's kennel. To me. I need one that's live. Oh my gosh, I wonder if the thing's not up. Oh, crikey. I need to go check this. Oh, hell's bells. If you're there, I'm just coming. It is not me. Oh! Got it. Did it. Tis Friday. We got all the way to the end of the week. Who knew? Oh my gosh, 93% of bricks have been sold. Is that 93 or 83? Good golly. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Oh, you're back, are you? My little buddies come back. Come on, we love this. Yeah, let's come over here. Okay. Boop, boop. There we go. I want to go up there. I do. Look. No. Just spit it out. You have to excuse me. Boop. Here we go, girl. Yep. We're booping. And we're going further up her face. Boop. There you go. Such a good girl. She's had her dinner, her hot toasty dinner, and now she's just out causing trouble because that's what she likes to do. She has a stroll after dinner. It helps her digestion. And then she quite likes a few treats, don't you, we love? Miss Gem. Miss Gemmie. You coming? She's like, no, I'm off. You going? She's away off now. Bye-bye. I see you. You could come and join us. No? She's not sure. She's having a think about it. So, it is, of course, Janine's birthday. She's decided she's aging backwards, so that's super. That means it must apply for all of us. And so she is, obviously, yes, you're quite right. She's going to have a lovely meal with Wanda this evening, because what could be nicer? I can't think of anything better. Oh, she could get to put my little cow on her nose. Jen, you coming? I by no way could ever consider myself a cow trainer. I can tell you that. Come on, little monkey. Because she just does whatever she fancies. Here. No? No, she's just another sniff around. You don't get it. I know. My feet smell great. I've been in the barn all day. Yeah? Oop. Easy, girl. Yeah? Another one? Oop. Nope. She's done with these. Yeah, I think we have got cow cookies. Hang on, I'll go get the cow cookies. Oh. Gemmie, I've got cow cookies. You're actually a cow. Believe it or not. Farmhouse favourites, mini goat and mini cattle treat. It's got your name on it. Which is the way to raise the. Ooh, you don't smell good. Come on, Petal. It's the way to see what you can get up to. So, today we went to Carol and I and Larky and Moose. We went to Salem to do our job. That was quite the trek to get there. It did actually take about an hour. And it was a very nice job, and we met lots of people, and it went very smoothly. And I do appreciate Carol coming because you know, it's a long trip, and it's not the best weather. The roads are extremely narrow at the moment because of all the piles of snow at the side of them. So it was really quite a trek to get there and then back home. We went into the co-op on the way back because I needed to get some feed for this barn here. And so Larky came in with me and he got his picture taken and they might put it on the website, which is terribly exciting. And then we saw Kevin, and we know Kevin very well. And I had a rabbit in the car and I thought, you know what? I'll go take the rabbit in and show Moose to Kevin. So Moose went into the co-op as well. So that was just a little diversion on the way home. And then by the time I got back, Carolina decided that she wanted lunch, and she said, do you want to go out for lunch? And I said, I really can't because I've got Meredith to do, because unfortunately Pam is not feeling very well. So between Kate and I, we're sharing Pam's chores. So and we really hope Pan gets better soon, because she's been soldiering on for quite some time now. So we hope that she turns the corner and starts feeling much, much better, because it's miserable being unwell in this weather, and we need her, obviously. So I said, no, I can't go. I said, but you know what? Why don't you do Uber Eats? And she said, ooh, that's an idea. And of course, I didn't know how to use Uber Eats, so I had to go and get Justin, who went and helped. But apparently the problem was Uber Eats delivered it to my house. And so that wasn't much use to anyone, to be honest. So then went to Meredith and met up with Kate to go and play at barn chores, which is lovely. And then came home, and Julie is helping me with barn chores down here, and that's very greatly appreciated, because it just seems to take so much longer when it's cold. But we get there, and everybody's getting on. So the other thing I was going to bring up, I know, I'm sure, now excuse me if I'm wrong here, let me just double check. I think Dee sent the flagpole in memory of her husband, and Caroline and I were trying to discuss whether or not we had purchased the flag, or whether or not Dee had purchased the flag, because the flag is developing holes. It's been whipped around so much, and we were wondering whether or not we would just go ahead and get another flag, but we didn't want to stand on anyone's toes, because obviously it was a flag in memory of, or we're not sure if it was just a flagpole. So if somebody could confirm that, that would be very much appreciated, and we can get that sorted. It's all these little things that sneak up on you. So that was good. I think we might be dodging this weather that's coming in. But then again, you can never be sure with weather, because it does its own thing. And Nick had a trauma last night, because he only had 8 ducks, and one of his muscovy ducks was missing, and we were around having a look for it. He just couldn't find it. And then it obviously realised that he was looking for it, and it started quacking, and it was on the other side of the guillotine door that goes in and out of the duck house in a deep snowdrift. And he was, so Nick went inside and they lifted the door, and he came in, and I can only say he was using very bad duck language, because he was really indignant at the fact that he'd obviously got himself to this door and nobody'd opened it. But can I tell you, I did not know how that duck got there, because the snowdrift is nearly as high as the blinking door. So he could have been waiting there for a very long time, but he was not best pleased. So he came in and told us all about it. Nick, cow treats. Want to try these ones? They smell lovely. Come try it. Hi, Ginger. She's like, no. And so the ducks were all okay, but he is very excited, because in the corner of the duck house there's a pile of eggs. I am desperately underwhelmed, but Nick is very excited. But I did touch them, and they're stone cold, so it's just a collection of eggs. It is not. There's no way that survives. Fingers crossed, because those ducks eat a tremendous amount, and they're very troublesome. And in fact, the best behaved ducks are the trio that came from Hood Pond, of all places. So I'm certainly hoping it's not any more of those muscovy ducks, because they're all over the place, and they fly, and they're on top of the G-beds, and they're on top of everything. They're hooligans, actually, hooligans. So anyway, well, that was exciting. That was our excitement last night in the snow. And this weekend is just going to be, I'm hoping to get a big clear up of all the stalls in here. I set the stalls on the weekend, and they get fresh bedding, and everything's cleaned out and sorted. And then during the week, I just pick out any wet spots, any dirty spots, and top up if we need a little bit of extra bedding. And then at the weekend, when there's slightly more time, we'll try and just get on top of everything on both farms. So So that's a very exciting plan for the weekend. And Carleen has invited somebody to come, and she says if I see a man with a frying pan, he's come to give treats to the donkeys. So there we go. I tell you, that's things that say you hope that they go to the right direction, because otherwise they'll end up with the blinking goats, and we all know what the horned goats are like. They are very, very naughty. Rightio, let's have a look at this. Ooh, is that 4 to 6 degrees or inches coming to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina? I think Gemmie's little thorn buds are going up the way. So I think that they might be, and what did the gentleman who bred her, he said that they're needle thorns, I think. So they'll be probably like Maybellines. So not like Elvis. Somebody's scraping. Jem! Ooh, Aiken is expecting snow and cold temperatures tomorrow. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, unpleasant. Oh dear. Oh gosh, and that sometimes means that they get freezing temperatures in Florida. Is that the agaves fall out the tree? I think that's absolutely horrific. So I'm presuming, I think somebody said that they then defrost and go about their way. This sounds very pleasant. Yes, Jenny's doing really well. She's very naughty though. She's in everything. She's not naughty. She's just very curious, and she's very good fun, and she's lovely. She just follows you around at a distance. She does like hanging out with the goats, and that's a lethal combination because everybody's hop, skipping and jumping all over the place. So that's what's going on with her. I'm sure Janine will have a nice meal this evening. Okay, was there anything else I was going to tell you? I will tell you, Carleen is not cold in her house because for the last 2 weeks she's been wearing a t-shirt. And that's it. Well, she's got trousers on as well, her pants on as well. So she is definitely not feeling the cold, which is a great relief because it's our biggest fear that Carleen doesn't get enough heat in that house, because that does not bear thinking about. We are going to, what else are we going to do? Can't think. I'm sure if it comes up, we'll either make a video or we'll let people know. And thank you very much for this push for this henny penny. It's very much appreciated because that's what keeps us rolling. And I think when you go out and you do these jobs, you really realise how appreciated the animals are. And Larky is just super. He just stands, and there's a gentleman, and I think this is another testament to his nature, is this gentleman was quite insistent that he wrestled with dogs, and I said, no, I said, he's very calm, he's very gentle, I said, but he doesn't want to be wrestled with. So the gentleman put him in a headlock, and so I took the man's arm very gently, and I said, no, and backed, and Larky backed out, and but there was no, there was no panic, there was no aggression, there was no running away. He was just super. He just knows what he's doing when he goes into these jobs. He walks in, he doesn't harass the rabbits, which is very much appreciated, and it's just lovely. People come, they tell you, I used to have a boxer dog when I was growing up. I have a small dog. My daughter's got 5 dogs. It's lovely, the amount of conversation and memories and starter points that you have when you bring the animals in certain homes is just wonderful. the other places you go, you know, it's a very sensory experience for the people who live there. So it's really nice, and it's lovely to see it firsthand. And I think I'm hoping that Carol very kindly gives up her time, but it really eats into her week because she's a very busy lady. So I'm hoping that I've got another couple of people who I might ask if they want to come out and join us in days when Carol's really not free, and see if we can get that going, because I bet you it's really boring, just me turning up all the time by myself. So it's lovely to have Carol come, and it's lovely we had Sharon last week, and you know, it'll be good if we can take different faces out. So that would be just lovely. I know I don't have any success with closed captions. Not much I can tell you. Thank you so much, Julie. So have a good weekend. Good luck to Liam. Well, goodness knows what the closed captions make me. Willow was doing fine. We made a lot more dedicated time with her, and I think, you know, sometimes we just have to accept the fact that, you know, Larky's been at this for a long time. Carlene's trained the dogs from puppyhood up to, you know, once they were on solids, she spoon-fed them, she had the gruel going, she had all these things that attracted the dogs to her, and they were trained in a very different way, and it started as early as possible. So this is different, and I think Carlene finds it different as well, having the dogs that you know, comes into us, you know, a few months old, and it's just, yeah, it's a different take on dog training, I think. Willow is absolutely lovely, but you know, she's still a puppy. She's still bouncing everywhere. Larky comes back from a job, you know, I take his coat off, and she's all over him, you know, she's bouncing. And that's what you expect from a healthy, happy puppy. So she's bouncing all over the place. She's not bouncing, as you might have noticed, outside. She is not particularly keen on being outside at the moment. It's just a bit too chilly. So she lies right at Carlene's feet, because wherever Carlene is, that's where the heater's pointed at. So she's worked that one out. But she's a lovely dog, and she's getting there. Justin is working with Mandy, and I think that once the weather gets better, we'll start working with Mandy outside on a more frequent basis and try and get her into the program and take that from there, because, you know, with the best will in the world, Civil just does not want to go out in the car at the moment, and I really don't blame her. Larky, he has days when he's like, yeah, I'm getting in the car, but I haven't quite got the right angle. It's very slippy underfoot, and you know, he doesn't like to jump unless he's got a good jumping off point. He doesn't like it when the runner in the side of the car has got any snow on it. You have to clean that off as best possible, and it's just, you know, these are facts of life. You know, the weather doesn't suit them. Sizzle's getting just that little bit older, and she's actually very content to stay at home, because Carlene, we must remember, is staying at home as well. So she loves being where Carlene is. Larky's a bit more adventurous, and he's born to do this, really. He's out socializing and having people admire him. So we do need something coming up behind us, so we'll just have to get ourselves in gear and get working with both Willow and Mandy, and then take it from there. I think probably if I was going out on a job and Larky was going on a job with someone else, I wonder, could maybe take Arlo. I've got a black Great Dane, and see if we can get him out and about and see if he would work. Well, he's wired to the moon as Arlo, but nice dog. I also have a blue Great Dane, Ella. She's okay. Yeah, she would maybe be good. I don't know. It's just, you know, we don't want to be without these dogs because they're such a big part of the team. And Anyway, we shall take it from there. So, lots to do. In fact, there's always lots to do. It's constant. So, and it's good to be busy. And I was saying to Nick the other day, I said, you know, actually, although this is a tremendous amount of work, I think the one thing that is very helpful is that sometimes if you don't have barn work to do, you probably wouldn't go out and about and be quite as active in the winter given the weather. So I said to him, I said, you know, this barn work, I said, it does keep us going. I said, you know, we're either on here, we're on Meredith, we're back and forward. I said, you know, so it does keep you going. You certainly don't slow down. So I think that's probably quite a good thing, because your natural instinct is probably to, you know, go out for a short period of time and then hunker down inside. So it's probably got lots of very good sides to it, apart from cold toes. I'm not appreciating cold toes at the moment. So I hope everybody has a lovely weekend, and I hope whoever's getting snow, it is brief and moves off quickly. Not something I would be relishing at this precise moment in time. And we will see you back here on Monday, and it will be chicken chatting. And we're using our new board. Thank you to Mr. Ford. And if my chickens are behaving, I might bring down 2 new chickens, because I'm trying to get another set ready for, since Janine's stolen my trained chickens, I'm trying to get another set ready so that we've got backup for when people disappear to South Carolina with my trained chickens. So that will be it. I'm trying not to get white ones, because I think white ones are tricky to see at times as well. So there we are. We'll better check these just in case. Oh, Charlotte's getting snow as well. Oh dear. Judy is back, I think the 15th of February, or round about then. But she'll be back for a couple of days, and then she has to go away again because she has an engagement, and then she'll be back good and proper, because we're going to be tying her down to the ground, and she will not be allowed to leave, and that's just it. So that will be super. So have a good weekend, and if you have bad weather, I hope it is exceptionally brief and that you enjoy it. Got to look for the positive, haven't we? Night night. Jem. Miss Jackie, what are you doing? You want to come and have some chicken?